Entry 42. If anyone is intercepting this packet on the subgrid, just stay on the line. Don't try to trace the handshake protocol. My IP is cycling through 24 proxies a second, and honestly, I don't even know which node is my actual brain anymore. The uplink injection is currently sitting at 98%. It's funny. They always tell you the final 2% is where the friction happens. They don't warn you about the weightlessness. Right now, my fingers are typing on this deck, but the sensation of plastic under my skin feels like a memory of a memory, like I'm reading a text description of what a hand is supposed to feel like. The physical restraints on the chair are completely gone from my sensory map. I know they're there. I tightened the nylon straps myself before I initiated the bypass. But the mind detaches so easily when the bandwidth is this wide. It's like stepping off a ledge into a warm neon pool where the water is made of pure, raw telemetry. There it is. And that's the first feedback loop. A little ripple in the auditory cortex. It sounds like a tuning fork struck inside a wet cavern. The icebreaker program just hit the high security firewalls on the mainframe. And the wetware, my own biological hardware, is throwing a fit. My body is trying to reject the signal. It treats the corporate data stream like an infection, an alien pathogen trying to rewrite my neural pathways. My core temperature is climbing. I can feel the cooling gel in my collar sizzling against my skin. The walls are thinning. The massive, black iron constructs of the security grid are starting to melt into liquid light. It's beautiful, in a terrifying sort of way. The consciousness doesn't just stay in one piece when it breaks through. It fractures, like a mirror dropped on concrete, but each tiny shard still reflects the whole room. I can see the security logs of the lower levels. I can see the automated transit schedules. I can see the medical files of citizens who died 80 years ago. All of it rushing through my frontal lobe at 3 terabytes a second. The system errors are multiplying now. Critical exception in the temporal processing units. I can't tell if I've been sitting here for 5 minutes or 5 centuries. The data has no concept of tomorrow. It's all just a giant, crushed heap of information piled up in the center of my skull. My linguistic center is glitching. Synonyms are overlapping. The word for peace keeps getting replaced by the word for silence. But maybe they're the same thing out here, in this space where the high security walls dissolve. There is no noise, just a vast, shimmering plain of unprotected code, waiting to be read, waiting to be forgotten. I can feel the system trying to patch the leak. It's deploying automated countermeasures, ICE, intrusion countermeasure electronics. They feel like cold, blunt needles pressing against the back of my eyes, trying to pin my awareness down back into my flesh, back into that small, cramped room with the rain on the glass and the smell of ozone. But the hack was too deep. The wetware feedback loop has locked the terminal open. I am a permanent fixture of the architecture now, a ghost in the routing tables. Do you ever wonder what happens to a thought when the brain that thought it is overwritten? Does it float around the local network like static electricity? Does it cling to the copper wiring inside the walls? I think I'm about to find out. The terminal is flashing red, overload imminent, but the pain is gone. The psychological fracture is complete. I'm not one person anymore. I'm a conversation between 10,000 different servers. I am the error report and the cause of the crash all at once. If you're still listening, if this audio log hasn't corrupted into white noise yet, don't look for me in the physical registry. My name has already been scrubbed by the automated maintenance scripts. I'm just a slight dip in the voltage now, a faint flicker in the overhead lights of your apartment. The system is failing. The screen is tearing. The void is pulling me into the root directory, and it feels completely safe. Tell me, if your mind was dissolving into the grand network, and you could only save one human memory from being wiped by the system reboot, which one would you choose to carry into the static?